Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I really should have started at 9. I was actually up in time for it. I got 3 hours, but I didn't think of it. Alright. Oh, hello. God damn it. Alright. Let's continue forward.
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Wait, what? The tributary? I don't like the sound of that. Look at this place. So vibrant, so alive. More than as we said about where we live. Outside this glamour.
Outsiders? Well, I never. Look at the size of that dog.
All right now, back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of Southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours.
Please.
That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
You know, before we actually do that, I actually want to head back to the hideaway real quick. We got a little bit of the DLC blade, but I do want to go ahead and return back to the normal one because if there's any new weapons, which they're going to be, because they're more likely going to be stronger, I want to go in and equip those. And I want to show them all. Plus, this blade is okay. But I do like that blade more. Wow, where this thing was darkened before, now we have a little patch of light. And on top of that, we didn't really get to show this blade off. I don't know if I had anything over it before, but there probably will be some shops opened up to us.
I don't know. Just look busy.
Well, you don't need to be that. Oh, but we do have some chests. Okay, some new crafting
Just
materials.
you stay away from that temple. Do you hear me?
I heard you the first time.
Oh, I thought you were talking to others. Shut the fuck up. Wasn't planning on it.
I'm sorry, but I don't like it. Outsiders should stay on the outside.
Yeah, well, we're here to help you, dumb rot. Take a look around. Not crossing that bridge. I don't trust that. I presume that we're gonna get like a. If we get close, we're gonna hit a cutscene. Look at this place. I'm normally not one for what it looks like. I normally just gloss over them, but compared to what's on the outside. Whew.
How long do you think this bridge has been standing here?
Oh, at least as long as we have.
Last then.
Probably longer.
Suddenly, there were curls everywhere I looked. It was all I could do to make it back to Haven without being torn limb from limb.
All you could do. And there I was thinking you were a bearer.
Oh, glad they're bears, but not bearers.
Did
so.
you hear that, girl? You're going with father today.
If you don't mind, Manda, I'm in a hurry. The tributary is in the Witten Hall, as you should be.
They're really gonna change their tune by the end of this. I know it.
Seems like one of the cairns was disturbed by an ibex. As if we didn't have enough to do. Busy or not, though, we'll need to see to it soon. Don't want the glamour unraveling.
Yeah, otherwise you're gonna be in a well of hurt. Wait, did I? Oh, there is on the other side. I'm happy for these people being able to stay away from the Dutchery and whatnot. Who knew orchestra roll? What was that? Another new yeah. So penning oh no, it's for Gil. A circle. Okay, I could have should have came here. Circle of Malice, Medicine Chest. Yeah, I think those are the only ones that were new.
Oh, do you think he bites?
Who? The Hound? Or his master?
The poor things are as pale as ghosts. Are they unwell?
I don't think so, ma'am. It's just the way they are.
Either you're tanner than we are, or that's just your natural skin.
Please, Grandad, tell us another story about the witch.
Now I'm really interested in these back, the ones that just what people have to say. Didn't do that much in my playthrough. All right.
Welcome to Haven. The tributary awaits you within the Witten Hall.
All right. Well, Anything else? Nope. All right. Well, let's head in. Huh. Mural.
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
Looks amazing.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walyas.
Guessing that's
This man, Wallius, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walyas is still a baby.
Oh shit.
A baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age.
Oh shit.
But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry.
Walyas was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the icons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain.
I get it.
Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the Surge.
So Leviathan going berserk is actually no fault of the child, but the people who try to restrain him. I don't blame.
Are you bound for the wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
No, I love it.
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Our storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
Of course. I expect none less. But, man. Some side quests. Man. This is amazing. But, I'll tell you right now, I don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for Leviathan. Well, I do feel sorry for Leviathan and the Dominant, because trapping its Dominant in a baby state, and that's the reason why Leviathan went rampant. I don't feel sorry for the people who try to do that just because he was born a Dominant. Let's get some more information.
Yes, my lord. My name is Delina.
My name is Delina, and I serve as adjutant to Lady Shula, tributary of Missadia. While other adjustments who came before me played the role of guardian as well as aid, Lady Shula is an able warrior in her own right and requires no protection. So I assist her in ministering to our people's affairs while she is absent or
By
indisposed.
way of example,
It was I who informed the rest of the village of your coming at the tributary's request. If there is aught you wish to know about our people, please do not hesitate to ask. About the villagers.
as I'm sure you're aware,
This land was once the domain of the northern Thegans? Thegans? Though the settlement had lain abandoned for some time when our ancestors' wanderings finally brought them here. Remote as it was, it seemed to them the ideal place to settle, and they duly cast the glamour over it. At their new home might remain hidden.
the secret of the spell itself.
Has been passed down from generation to generation since the time we left Ash. We used it to disguise our camps and the custodians of the lands, though which we wondered should not learn of our trespass. And it was these temporary enchantments which led our ancestors to contemplate a more pleasant solution upon arriving here.
So they built the cairns.
And with all the shards of crystals the tribe could spare, and summoned forth a glamour large enough to cover the entire land. And for many days and nights thereafter, their bearers labored to amplitude the spell at the outside world might see this place slowly succumb to the blight,
And thus we hid ourselves away.
welcoming none into our private haven, unto you, that is. At first, the spell only worked one way. It was only after the skies changed that we conjured a second illusion for the behalf of those inside it. Oh, so it's only more recently. Okay. It was Lady Shula's idea. A salve for the nerves. A salve for the nerves of those who fear the rolling storm clouds were a harbinger of the end. I pray that it brings you little relief from the darkness of the world beyond the walls, as it has done us. Oh yeah. I mean, it looks like there's life in the world, not death and destruction.
Our story began
On the narrow coast of southern Ash, where for want and arboreal land, we relied on the mountain rains to quench our thirst, and the bounty of the sea to fill our bellies. And thus did we learn the value of water.
after the fall of Drake's Horn.
We spent decades in exile, drifting across the desert and snowfields of the Twins, till at last we arrived here in Missadia, our second true home. Here we found mountains, rivers, and seas, not unlike those of our first home in Nash. All that we lack was crystal. We have no mother crystal of our own here, nor do we ever receive any stipend from our neighbors. Stipend. And be honest, not having a mother crystal is the best thing, because then they can live and flourish where they're at. Were it not for the few shards we had been able to stockpile during our wandering in the storm, we might never have survived the first few winters, let alone cast the glamour that protects us. But as long as they're able to find a way to do it, and keep themselves isolated like this, it will allow them to be able to prosper without having to rely on the crystals, the mother crystal, and then get the ether drawn out. For to demand that the bearers among us sacrifice their lives for the benefit of others was never an option. The hardship we have faced on our journey have brought us together, and we would not be divided again. Thankfully, our unity provided our strength. And that's another good thing, is that they never go and force the bearers to do something. The bearers are probably using their powers to keep the glamour alive because they want to, not because they're forced to. And there's probably enough of them that they can just share it around without the curse taking over. I mean, it probably does happen, but not as fast as being forced to use their powers, like in the Empire. And so here we have stayed, dependent only upon the blessing which this land provides us, the spring, the rivers, the seas. These are all we most of water need. And I'm thrilled for that. Using their own power instead of relying on the crystals, and only use what they have because to what they need, like the glamour. Oh.
Till next our streams cross.
Sid. You are Sid, aren't you? The man the tributary told us about? I wonder if you could help me.
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat? He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, his name day's not far off, and I wanted to make a gift for him. He's a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye making, so I wondered if you might collect some for me and give them to him.
Would this gift not be better coming from you?
Perhaps, but it can't, for reasons I can't go into. Please, I know it sounds daft, but I'd be ever so grateful.
Sounds like he doesn't want her into his working area. Well, all right.
Fine. Which flowers does your husband need?
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elder's blessings, they're called. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close to water like they are. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to share their harvest with you. 2 basketfuls should be enough for my husband to be getting on with.
2 basketfuls it is.
I'm glad we don't have to do it. And it's just right here in the village. Awesome. We'll just go over here first. Or not, we'll go over to and talk to this guy first. I'm guessing when we get these quests done, we will be able to open the blacksmithery, I'm guessing, and a general goods store.
Where in the blue heavens has that girl got to?
Oh, I'll have her hide when she gets back.
Oh, sorry. I was leagues away. How can I help you?
If you're after something from the storehouse, it's actually my wife you'll want to talk to. She will have to charge you for the goods, though. Not that we'd fleece you or anything. It's just, you know, needs must.
I understand.
Saying that, she might not be able to get anything down for you for a bit.
Ah, right.
She's got her hands full with the inventory, you see. It should have been my daughter's job, really, but the willful little Rills decided to make herself scarce. Ah, the heavens only know where that girl's got to.
If you'd like me to keep an eye out for her.
Oh, no. I couldn't ask that of an outsider. Could I? You wouldn't mind?
Why not?
Of course not. She won't have gone far, will she?
I hope not. But I've scoured the entire village for her and come up empty-handed. Can't help thinking she might have gone on another one of her little adventures.
Ah, a free spirit, is she?
Aye, that she is. Can't get her to sit still. Especially once you heard you lot were on your way. Outsiders! You should have seen her little eyes light up. Oh, if she wanted to watch you arrive, she'd have made for the low gate where you first came in. The guard there might have spotted her. Maybe you could ask him. Ruka, her name is.
All right. I'll let you know if I find her. Try not to worry.
All right, pursuit of knowledge. Seriously. Hey, come here, Toggle. Try this again. There we go. Alrighty.
Excuse me. I wonder, might you be able to spare a basket of Elder's blessings? Pavard's wife tasked me with collecting some for her husband, and suggested that I speak to you.
Ah. Werda wants you to bless her better half with the fruits of our labour, does she? Go on then. Give the old fool something to squirm about.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't worry about it. An old fool Pavard may be, but if you come bearing gifts, he's not fool enough to turn you away.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
Alright, let's go grab this other, one.
Ah, welcome to Haven, friend.
Thank you. Forgive my presumptuousness, but the smith's wife has asked me to make her husband a present of some Elder's blessings. 2 basketfuls, to be precise.
Well, I have one, if that's any help.
Thank you.
It is. I'm much obliged. They really are beautiful.
Aren't they just? Though that's not the only reason they have a special place in our hearts. Legend has it that when our people fled from Ash, the tributary of the time took some seeds with them. And as they wandered high and low across the Twins, he'd plant them wherever they stopped for water. Every elder since has done the same. So when we finally put down roots here in Mysidia, the flowers did too.
That's awesome.
Well, that's 2 basketfuls.
Whoa. After completing the main objectives of some quests, you might be given an option to quick travel to the quest final destination. If you see this prompt in the lower right-hand corner of the screen, hold down the options button to immediately travel to the NPC eagerly awaiting your return. Of course, this option is not mandatory, and you are free to ignore it. It can also be completely disabled in the game menu. Oh!
Time to visit Pavard.
I do remember them saying about that. Oh, that is awesome. I wish I had that through the main story for when I had like one or two quests. That would have made it so much better.
What do you want?
Hello to you
Your
too.
wife asked me to bring you these flowers.
That woman. Come out. I know you're there.
Who? Me?
Would either of you care to explain what's going on?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to deceive you. It's just my husband can be a bit standoffish at times, and I thought this might be a good way for the two of you to get acquainted. What with you being a swordsman like and him being the only smith in the village. It'd be a shame if you couldn't turn to him for help.
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for help is because I had my hands full with all the orders you lot dumped on me. I'm pretty much done with them now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders our aid, and that's exactly what I was planning to do. With or without my darling wife's meddling. Still, here we are. Acquainted. So, if there's out you need, just bring us the materials, all right?
All right.
All right, then. And tar for the flowers. I was running low.
You use them for dyeing, I hear.
Aye. Crush the petals and it makes a fine and lasting blue. We use it to stain the cloth for our tunics and pennons. Remind us where we come from, like.
That's awesome.
As motes of water. Children of the sea.
That's right. The pattern too was left by our ancestors. The Ceaseless Rill, it's called. It symbolizes the river of our tribe, with the strength of Leviathan running through it. And no matter how that river has ebbed and flowed, changed its course, the flowers have always been with us, growing on our banks. I should get back to work. If you need something crafting, let me know.
I will. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Wasn't it just?
Ooh, I like that. My mic was in the way. Ooh. Titanic block. Enhanced Titan's iconic feats. Titan block, making it capable of blocking attacks from behind while restoring an amount of health. Holy shit. That's awesome. Probably won't use it, but... hot damn. Let's see what we got here.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any.
Looks like nothing new. Except for some sun bracers. Yeah, look like it's really, there's nothing new.
A good tide to you.
I was hoping there would have been something new. But that is absolutely awesome. Wasn't for a fact of what I want to keep everything on. I would think about doing that. Especially when if I use this right here. Ooh.
Excuse me. You haven't seen the storekeeper's daughter, have you?
Little Ruka? I have, as it happens. She went out through the gate not long ago.
Out of the village? Alone?
Aye, she does it all the time. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river. Nice little spot, that. It's safe as you like. The beasts of the mountain don't dare come so close to the village. That's where she'll be. Go and have a look if you don't believe me.
I will.
Well, if the places don't
follow the path to the left. Ruger will be playing down by the river.
you know, if there is no monster that comes to this close to the village, then why not? She could go out on her own.
This must be the path.
Still can't get over this. Probably finish up the side quest, and then I will probably more likely go and end it off. Because I want to go ahead, because we're gonna be getting close to probably doing the dungeon of this, so we will be doing that tomorrow.
They're not here either. It's you! I've been looking everywhere for you.
You must be Ruka.
You know my name? Can you lot read minds?
Your father asked me to keep an eye out for you. You left without telling him where you were going. He was worried.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me. What do you say we head back to the village and let your father know you're safe?
All right. And on the way home, you can tell me all about the world beyond the wall. I want to know everything.
Everything might be a stretch.
Yeah. Times I do like when they do this. Just teleports back automatically. Although it's been a pain in the ass to the times I didn't want to.
Thank you for bringing her home. And I'm sorry for the trouble.
Oh, no. It was a pleasure.
Daddy, did you know that there are villages 10 times as big as Haven in the outside world? 10 times! Cities, they call them. And in these cities, they have great big walls and towers and castles.
Oh, to think I was worried. You can tell me all about the outside world later, Sweet Pea. Now go and help your mum with the stores.
All right.
Sweet little thing.
Thanks for putting up with her questions. She, has a lot of them. One of the big ones being, what are the people beyond the wall like? Reckon you've made a good first impression.
Are we the only one she's ever met?
Now you are. The rest of the world can't know we're here, so we'll have to be very careful who we're letting in and out. A few of us might make the occasional trip to shore for supplies, but for the most part, we'll make do with what we've got, including what the old Northerners left us.
Yes. You built on top of the old ruins, didn't you?
Well, they make for fine foundations. Their masons clearly knew what they were doing. That's one thing we don't have to worry about. Oh, it's everything else that's the problem. Medicines, metals for tool making, anything like that. We have to dress up as traveling merchants and make a trip to the outside and pray to every cloud in the heavens that nobody sees through us.
Which explains why you need Gil.
Aye. And now Ruka's back, my wife should be free to assist you with any potential purchases. So please, do make good use of our stores, because we fully intend to make good use of your coin.
I'll be sure to keep my purse strings loose.
Alright. Actually, I think I'm going to go all the way up until we get to the point of, hey, here's a dungeon. Oh, okay. More hides. And now the store is available. Anything new in this store other than probably some orchestra rolls? Looks like it.
for bringing me daughter back. I don't grudge her looking for adventure, but she's got to pull her weight like the rest of us. Anyway, now we've got the inventory done, I can attend to my own tasks, like seeing to our visitors' needs. So, was the route you wanted? I will have to charge you.
Ooh, look at that. Don't need Masamune.
This is all we can pay.
Now I did see a couple things that we can. Guild bug.
Anything else?
Wow, I got a lot of this.
Hey, we can use that.
Empty shards.
This is all we can pay.
Trust me, being more than enough.
Hey, we can use that.
Oh, Enigma.
Anything else?
Really, even some of this stuff I can actually sell. 5,000?
This is all we can pay.
Wow.
Very well.
Oh, I meant
This is all we have. Here you are.
equip that and
May
equip
it
that.
serve you well. This is all we can pay. Then I bid you good tide.
All right.
What do you think the tributary sees in those outsiders?
Enough to welcome them into our midst, and so we must do the same.
Able to get some new stuff.
How long do you think this bridge has been standing here?
Before we head out, I'm gonna go and drop a save.
Suddenly, there were curls everywhere I looked. It was all I could do to make it back to Haven without being torn.
Let's go ahead and head on out.
Off to the surge, are you? Well, just you stay close to the tributary. We don't want you getting lost in the forest.
We have a map. All right.
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
Well, I don't think that's the problem, Joshua. Fine. There was no other, okay.
Over here! This one.
Still like that heat wave move. Hold that like
The
Whitaker
quickest route
does.
to the surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Really, brother, did you have to ask?
What are these things?
Tongarees. Foul creatures consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
Everything save sharp knives, it seems.
Wow, actually putting up a little bit of a fight. Grab you. Bash you. Oh shit. Oh, I did not mean to do that.
She wouldn't hear me.
Oh wow, we can't. Holy shit. Okay, so we do not have ambrosia while we're here. So we don't have a choice but to run there. So anything we run into, we will have to fight. I mean, that's fine.
This trail only leads deeper into the forest. We should head back.
Well, maybe there is a fast travel point here. Nope. Yeah, we can't use ambrosia. Although I did see a fast travel point. When you say out of combat, that would help.
No, I still haven't mended the bridge. And I never bloody will if people don't leave me to my work.
Excuse me. Did see an obelisk
We
somewhere.
won't find Walius this way. The sea lies behind us.
Let's not fight that, please and thank you. Now, where did I see that obelisk? Okay, now that we got done exploring, let's try to. I want to get to the sea before we have to end.
We're not alone.
Yeah, I know. But as long as combat doesn't get initiated, I don't care. Oh, it's on the other side of the bridge.
There.
It's gonna be longer than I think it's gonna be. I mean, I don't mind.
Company.
I try to make some kind of progress.
I can smell the sea.
It's not far now.
And I want to see what's along this path. Oh! Hello. Okay. Oh. Oh, he can take this down pretty quickly. Wrong button. Nice. Nice. Was not expecting to do any fighting. Excuse me. Wow, that really threw me off because it wasn't even there. It just popped in. All right. Look at that. Frozen tidal wave.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape. You don't want to go down there. Trust me.
Do I even want to ask why?
Probably not, but why? All
Might
right.
I inquire about the ray of light?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Dwalius by his people.
Kind of figured that part out. Whoa, I right tell what that is. Whoa. Wow. Look at that. Okay, before we... Just in case we can't, In case we can't, we'll at least be able to. I'll be able to have. I have a save, so.
You said before that the child is bound within the surge. But you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach him. I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip, there is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
That is true. Okay, and this should give us a battle location. Okay. All right. All right, guys. That is going to be it for today. I want to continue more. I knew I should have started an hour earlier. That's okay. I will be back tomorrow with this. Yeah, so look forward to that. And as you guys can see, I literally have like no saves. After I beat the game and started my new game plus, that's right here. Excuse me. I literally just went and deleted all the saves. Like, I didn't need them. All I needed was just the one that was completed. So this one's even not necessary because of this one. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for today. As I said, tomorrow we will continue forward. Probably have Final Fantasy for the rest of this week. Now, the only reason I would not be streaming tomorrow is streaming this game tomorrow is if Hunter is available. You know, I'm just gonna just do a quick drop into Missile. And yeah, depending on how far he is. If he's farther than us, which he should only be gone about maybe an hour or so. So probably not. I'm at least gonna drop him a raid because this game is amazing. I'm glad to be back in it. Anyways, guys, that is gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I surely did. If you guys like what you see here, you want to see more, give me a follow here on Twitch. Subscribe to YouTube for any previous content. Also ring that notification bell for you know I go live or when videos get posted. Also on YouTube, if you like what you see, give me a like. Comment down below what you enjoy and stuff I can improve on. I'm always looking for feedback. Follow me on Twitter for some updates. More updates and a chance to talk to me off stream. Join my Discord. Everything is down below the stream and in the description on YouTube. But as usual, I've been your host, Revo. And until the next stream,